Mike Ford with a long overdue pedal demo out here on the front porch. It's been a long time since I've done one of these here videos, but I had a pedal worthy of the attention of y'all, I felt, and I thought I was like, well shoot man, let me just hop on up there, set the gear up, and we'll see what we come up with. Anyway, this is a ring modulator, Cordeceps Ring Modulator is the name of the project. This very interesting case is, of course, an old-timey rheostat foot control used in the old sewing machines to change the speed of the motor. Now, this particular circuit is actually from the 90s, a Snarling Dogs mold spore ring modulator and wah, sans the wah. There's no wah circuit in here, it's just the ring modulator. You could build this in a wah shell and put the pod on the dreidel and get the pitch changed, but I got a couple of them, I think, so I decided to skip that route. Now, the history of this circuit goes back to Craig Anderton's CA9 ring modulator circuit from the old Electronic Products for Musicians. Folks, this was in the late 70s, early 80s, where there was no interwebs to get any schematics. You had to hand copy them, or you'd get an electronics enthusiast magazine. They'd have schematics in there, or I think in Guitar Player, Mr. Anderton, Craig Anderton, used to publish his circuits, and a lot of people built those. I certainly built the old CA9 ring modulator. I think Pi still sells the kit. I'll put the link down there, and that's the original. This gets into a bit of I don't want to be controversial, but that circuit, the carrier frequency of the ring modulator, it's kind of hard with a little trim knob to dial it totally out. I think they kind of overcame that when they built the Snarling Dogs circuit. They borrowed from that heavily. I think a lot of the Snarling Dogs come up for sale broken because of a little thing called a circuit pump chip, and it was prone to go bad. It was the MAX ones, and they're 1044, and they're super picky. They don't like any kind of voltage spikes or any variances. I think people just blow them up, not on purpose. The mold spore Snarling Dogs, there's about 5 bills there on the old interwebs if you find one. Okay, anyway, on to the controls here. Alright, this switch is tone contour. I got clean and volume. Volume and the clean are interactive with, depending on how you turn them. So, it's a caveat, which one is really doing what. And then right here, this is the pitch. This big knob on the side is the pitch knob. Now, the only other mod I did, there's a bunch of this, I put an expression pedal on it right here. Jack on the side. These holes came pre-drilled. Just had to enlarge them. I guess that was venting for the old rheostats in here. All right, so let's give it a go. I got my Swedish Meatball guitar here. It's a Stanberg copy. Good friend of mine let me get out of his old storage shed he was cleaning out. He was headed out, so I picked it up, and it was rebuilt by a friend of mine. It's got them there slanted frets. I've got my little box amp you've seen in a lot of videos, so that's clean. I'm in CGC, aka Devin Townsend tuning, so let's kick in the old modulator there. Got my amp clean. Sweep the pitch. When you bend with the ring modulator on, the pitches. switch all the way over. Let's just overdrive this thing. Enough of the up and down. Anyway, a lot of people have trouble with these ring modulators not being musical, whatever. It's what I describe. Sometimes some pedals you have to play to and kind of readjust yourself to, and that's one of the great challenges. It kind of opens up your mind into looking and trying other things you might normally not be comfortable with. I will say that the Mighty Beach Orchestra, the Return to Earth track, where John McLaughlin kicks in a ring modulator, is pretty fab. If you get a chance to hear that, that's on the Ever Mounting Flame or the Emerald, one of them albums, man. It's cool. So anyway, last thing of the mod here. Now, this is what we call a optical resistor. As you know, it works on light passing. If it gets dark, it goes down. Resistance goes up and down depending on the blockage of the light. So let's see what happens here. Now we're in the broad sunlight. Anyway, I love these things, man. I got a half a dozen of them, and like I said, I've been out of pocket a while. I just haven't built any pedals. I've been working on synth and synth drums and video synthesizers, and that's going to have to wait. Listen, I appreciate y'all's time. I'm going to leave a couple links in the bottom if you want to check this out. I appreciate it, and build them all, y'all, because I certainly am going to try, and I'm going to enjoy it. Have a nice day.